is there any tips of not even necessarily a blueprint, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it, that you would recommend for people to do and to follow to, in a sense, follow your footsteps, but in their own authentic, genuine way, right? Because no one is going to be Toasty Marshmallow 2, right?
I would say the number one way is so what I see a lot of people doing is they're like, oh, I want to work with this brand. I want to work with this brand. But then they have no content that shows the brand where they would fit within their videos. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you just post anime reviews and you want to work with Samsung or Lego, how are you going to work with them when you only post anime reviews? So for me, that was like, I brought in my content a lot. I created my genre I call nerd style, which is nerdy lifestyle, so that I could post more things.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that I do is I do proof of concept. So whenever I get a new idea for like a brand that I want to work with, so for example, I really wanted to do a computer collab. I wanted to do tech. I wanted to do more tech collaborations. And so I did a video on changing my graphics card for girlies. Video did.
Oh, actually, I do remember that. I do.
Yeah. Video did pretty well, but that was like truly just a proof of concept so that I would have it whenever I saw a brand that I wanted to work with. So Samsung, then I saw they were doing a campaign, and sent them the video, and then ended up doing a campaign for them. And I'd only posted one tech video before, but got a campaign with them because I had that proof of concept. So number one is having a proof of concept or content series, an already existing content series where a brand can fit themselves. So I had my nerdy, this is the nerdiest thing to do in New York City this weekend.
That is
she brought the voice out.
That is everything. So good.
Oh my gosh, yo.
See, I told you it's a switch.
It's crazy, bro. And like a dog, or I'm like squirrel. Like
literally switch.
It immediately registered. I understand. I recognize it. I can see the videos
so
now.
Yeah, you recognize the tone of voice.
Exactly.
So for me, that series was good because it opened up being able to work with Crunchyroll for the very first time, and that was through their Times Square takeovers in New York City.
Was that Demon Slayer?
They did a One Piece one and a Demon Slayer one. I went to the One Piece one for fun.
Okay.
And then I did like a recap of that. And then I also did the Demon Slayer one as a brand deal, which I couldn't even go to the Demon Slayer one. I just promoted it. So It's stuff like that where you have like a content series where you can just slip a brand in. And so I also am doing that with 100 Nerdy Things to Do in New York City, or this is the 100 Nerdy Things to Do in the World, or whatever. Doing travel series, things like that. And then now I just have a bunch of like random series. Like I have my Guess the Anime opening. That one I created for Sony Music Japan because I work with Sony Music Japan. And so through that series, I got to do some deals with them to just like promote some music. So it's like you could just slip a brand deal into a content series, it feels organic to your audience. It'll probably do better numbers wise because people don't actually assume it's an ad at first. You still need to do all the disclosures. I always put ad fat on my videos because I don't want people to think I'm trying to trick them.
Yeah.
And then number one thing I would say is just like meeting people, like taking the time, going to the after parties, not trying to network with big creators, networking with the Caucasian marketing girl in the corner. That's who you need to be talking to. You don't need to be trying to get in somebody's VIP section. You need to be talking to whoever put on the event. Doing stuff like that is going to help so much. Who did I meet in person? That I met a lot of the people that I work with now just in person at things, and then ended up with massive brand deals because of this. Or like I'll go on Twitter and like I'll seek things out like, oh, I'm so excited to announce that I just started my new job at such and such as the lead talent partnerships manager. Hello. Congrats on your job. I would say it in a more eloquent way, but so congrats on your position. I just wanted to let you know if you're looking for content creators. I've actually worked with similar companies before, or if I've worked with this brand before, and would love to be on your roster for talent this year for collaborations.
So good.
That has landed me so many deals just by grabbing people when they're starting new, because they need to impress their bosses. They need content creators. You
quick.
Quick, you cut the work for them. You cut the work for them. You literally go straight to them. You DM them on Twitter. Twitter is good for gaming, or LinkedIn, or just like events, conventions. Like, people, you got to going up to people, conventions, having a business card, all the things like that. But don't do that until you're ready. Until your content until you have the content for it, don't even try. That's what I say. Like, don't even attempt to start doing brand deals, because what you will do, and something that I did early on, is I did brand deals for companies when I wasn't ready. I'll never work with those brands again because the videos was bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do it until you make the practice, do the proof of concepts as practice. Like, literally get practice making branded content, because that stuff, even when I did my Sonic plushie video, that is a proof of concept for say a toy. That's a proof of concept for a toy company. Like, stuff like that is just so that brands can see and practice.
You know what? I freaking love that. It's because I think sometimes as content creators, we really do forget about the business aspect. We are so busy chasing, he got 100 million followers, they got 500, let me do a collab with that, and we totally lose the business side of do you want to make money off this? Do you want to build brands off this? Not necessarily. Content is great, but how can you further that into making your own brand, into making yourself a brand, into wrapping yourself up in a pretty bow, so that, hey, brands, I can do all of this. Here is what I can do. And not only that, but going out to network with these people, and not necessarily all the time with content creators. I think sometimes we do have that kind of that role reversed. Even when I started out, I was like, "Ooh, I want to work with them. Ooh, I want to work with them." And I'm like, I'll get to the business side later, but let me get my numbers first. And that sometimes isn't necessarily how it equates out.
No. And the other thing people do is shoot themselves in the foot. They'll introduce themselves and they'll be like, they'll say, for example, you meet a marketing person through a friend of a friend. Your friend has way more followers than you, so you introduce yourself. Yeah, I'm a smaller content creator. I don't really got nothing going on yet. That person is gonna look at you differently for the rest of your trajectory. Yeah. So instead of doing that, say what you do proudly and loudly, and then get their Instagram. It doesn't matter how few followers you do. Sometimes they're not even looking for you to post on your page. Sometimes they just want people to make content for them. So it's
I've noticed that. I've noticed that lately, that I didn't recognize before. I'm like,
this is not your page.
Yeah, this ain't you.
Yeah.
I'm looking, oh, this is I forgot who it was, but this is actually on Viz's page. This ain't even on your actual page of you posting it. This is just the brand. So yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. I did that with Coach. I went to one of their events, and then they're like, "Oh, would you be down to make a video, or just be?" I literally just had to be in the video. Be in a video for our page. Yeah. And I was like,
"Yeah,
sure." And so that I didn't have to post nothing. I just had to show up, be cute, do a little something, and now it's living on the Coach page, and it's great for my content resume or whatever you call it. But it's people don't realize that the business goes deeper than a lot of people think, and really the quality of your content is always going to speak for itself. Not only quality, but also if you're a good host, you might get paid to host live. You don't even have to, it don't matter about the numbers. If you're a good live host and you showcase that in your work, I always tell people who do podcasts and things like that, or if you go to conventions, I'm trying to get Rob into this. I'm like, you should be hosting more. Yeah. You should just be there with the mic. Get rid of the board, my guy. Just stand there with the mic, say a couple words, and then brands see that, and they're going to hire you for events. Yeah. So there's so many ways to make money. And a lot of the larger content creators in our space, we don't see doing a lot of branded content, because that's not how they came up making their money. They make it from viewership, YouTube, AdSense, things like that. That can all be snatched away in 2 seconds.
We saw that. We saw
it.
You see it happen. So for me, you either need to start a business or build a relationship with brands, or both.
Hey, I hope every content creator that wants to work with brands that is watching this right now, if y'all made it this far,
pen and paper.
Listen, go back, rewind 10 minutes, and write it down.
Pen and paper.
Because we learning.
What?
We learning. And it's crazy because we've I'm assuming you know Perry, right? Manga Mama Perry.
Yeah, Perry.
Perry.
Yeah.
So we just man. Perry's now, obviously she started with Rob as his manager. Now Perry's our manager as well. And so even just working with her and hearing her the first 2-3 conversations we had, look, you guys got to start doing this. I'm like,
And it's crazy
Okay.
because the first things that we started talking about are the things
Things
that
that
you
you said,
legit
yeah.
touched on.
It's like, oh, we heard this before. We heard this 2 weeks
Yep.
ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, I learned a lot of this too when I got my manager, my Caucasian manager, Caitlin. Shout out to her. It was always nice having a Caucasian woman in your corner. She knows what she's talking about. She taught me a lot of this stuff, and also like one of my goals this year is to get into the beauty space more. And so what you're going to be seeing me do on tour, my strategy for that is I'm going to be doing like get ready with
Ready
me,
with
so
me,
just like
yeah.
talking and like makeup
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm already on a couple PR lists, like I'm on Rare Beauties list, and I got like
That's shit.
the Arcane like Fenty set. So I've got like a couple beauty brands who have me on their radar, but I haven't done a lot of paid deals because I just don't have the content out yet.
Yeah.
So it's
Have you
something
already
where
done you've already done proof of concept though for those, haven't you done a video?
I've done maybe 1 or 2 makeup
Okay,
videos.
I was gonna say when I tell you I looked at dang near every TikTok, every Instagram
Man,
post,
what?
and I'm like, you said I'm like I'm pretty sure she's got at least one video where
At least
she's like talking and doing her makeup
And
or
doing
doing,
makeup,
and
yeah,
doing
yeah.
something. So
I do, but it's like, you know, you want to do it in a way that's like, you also want to send it to a brand once it's done numbers. So I might have done it, but did it do numbers? No. So you want to send one that did numbers and then basically sell them that exact same video repackaged with their
stuff, yeah.
with their stuff.
Interesting. Okay, too. So okay.
Even,
No, I know
yeah.
it makes sense because I'm thinking like, does it all need to be unique, or does like can you, in a sense, like you said, repackage something you've already done and just make it them?
I don't know if you guys saw my what was the first? I did a big Futurama collaboration with Hulu,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I love Futurama.
that was an all summer campaign, 3 parts. I did Anime Expo with them, San Diego Comic Con, and like videos around all of that. Anime was I can't remember. Anyway, my idea for that was from a viral video that I saw on TikTok, and it was like of a watch party where everyone would like come through the door in their little outfit or whatever. So I did that for Futurama.
Yep.
Then when I was at New York Comic Con, I saw that I went to a Lord of the Rings panel where they were making Lord of the Rings into an anime.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. I'm going to make a video on this because I feel like this is good with my audience. Like, they're going to appreciate this. Made the video, then they reached out to me to do a brand deal.
Nice.
Did the brand deal by selling them the Futurama video. I was like, hey, I did this watch party for Futurama. It went well. Let's do the same thing. Did the exact same video.
Okay.
So then you get systems in place. Next thing you know, all my ads gonna look the same. No, I'm playing. You can't do it too often. But when you know something works, do it.
Yeah.
But how hard? And then Joe, I swear, my last question.
No,
How hard is it to not necessarily rebrand yourself, but to like be able to adapt to like, I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this? Because I know a lot of the times, like we're so used to doing the same thing over and over again. Like I started with anime, and so I feel like I should continue to do anime. How hard is it to change your mindset to say I can do this, and that, and it'll all work out for my good?
I think you just gotta be okay with when you start doing that. Yeah, the video might suffer a little bit, but once you every new video that I post, I am seeking a brand new audience while also trying to feed my current audience. So like, I'll feed my existing audience with something that they know, but I'll also stretch myself and stretch my reach with new stuff. Also, I'm sick of posting the same stuff. So like TikTok, I did that. I posted the same stuff all the time, and it was boring. So I got bored. But really, you just got to be willing to try and do that. Also, what's the difference between the audience of anime, video games, and comic books? What is the difference?
We're all nerds. Just
we're all
nerds.
nerds.
Different facets in the same space.
And on the same space. And so the most I'm branching out right now is with travel and beauty. And
follow the Toasty GPS Instagram, by the way.
Follow Toasty GPS, hey! But the beauty that'll probably be the hardest. I've branched out from something. But the way that I'm planning on doing it is focused around this tour and just like chill, get ready with me style, talking about what I'm doing. So it's like you can still connect things to your niche and like make it personable and all those things. You just gotta be willing to try. Like, we shouldn't be doing the same thing all the time. It's really okay.